Hey guys, it's Becca. I hope everybody is hanging in there right now. I know this is not a great time for anybody. I personally, and I think this is kind of a normal sentiment, have been so frustrated by my inability to actually get anything done right now. I am so unproductive. And it's compounded because I have so much free time. So if you're feeling like that, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm not saying don't be frustrated. It is totally annoying. But the circumstances are what they are, and we're all trying to do the best we can to get through this. I did manage to finish one illustration last week, so that's better than nothing, at least. I picked this reference photo. It's a picture of me and my siblings from when we were younger. I love this photo, and I thought it was a good opportunity to start working on rendering and coloring people, which I've been kind of easing into, starting with animals, but also because I thought it was a good opportunity to use a photo as more of an inspiration than a direct reference. So I tried to, reflect the spirit of the photo, but obviously, as you can see, I changed the poses, I kind of changed the composition, and I really tried to push the gesture to give it just a more interesting and more polished look than the original photograph. And obviously, I actually had to add the bottom of the legs, so don't look too closely at that part. That took me a really long time to get that to look even remotely correct. And I was really happy with how this turned out, especially some of the rendering that I did towards the end kind of was getting a more natural look that I really liked, and I'm hoping that I can keep pushing my illustrations in this direction because this was a good learning experience, and it did take me a really long time. Even though it's such a small, simple illustration, it took me a really long time to kind of get it to look cohesive. One of the few things I'm doing pretty consistently right now is I am sticking to my 1 hour free drawing sessions almost every day. I've skipped a few days here and there, but I wanted to show those while I'm chatting, and you can kind of just see where they're going. I've been really exploring with those, and I'm surprised every day at the stuff that's coming out. So I hope you guys think they're interesting. Let me know which ones you like. Let me know what you think about them. On a more personal note, I honestly do not know what the heck is going on with my life and my career right now. I am still in New York, currently living in New York, and I'm basically living out of a suitcase. Well, actually, technically, I'm living out of two suitcases. But before I had left for Italy, I had stopped all my freelance client work. And if you work freelance, you know that it's not just like a faucet that you can turn on and off. It takes a lot of work to build up your relationships with your clients, to get projects going, to, make proposals and everything. And it doesn't just start. You can't just start working again like a regular job. So that, combined with the abruptness of my departure from Italy and just the whole global chaos right now, has meant that this has not been the most graceful transition back to living in the US for me. I'm doing my best, but it hasn't exactly been elegant. One thing that I discovered about myself a long time ago is that when I have a routine, I am like a machine. When I have a plan and a time frame and a to-do list and things that I can cross off a list, I am always amazed at how much I can get done. And this is all great and well and good when you can have a routine, but as we know, and as many of us are experiencing right now, that isn't always possible. So the challenge for me at the moment is trying to figure out what I can do to make the best of this situation that is obviously not ideal. It's not an ideal situation for anybody right now. So what can I actually do right now? What's realistic and what's ambitious, but not just going to set myself up for failure? I think my dependence on a strict routine is sort of my Achilles heel as a human, if that makes sense. My whole life really falls apart when I don't have control of my environment and my schedule, and I've gone to just extreme lengths to maintain those things, to maintain and protect my routine. It's actually the main reason why I switched from working at an agency to working freelance, because I just knew that I work better and I work faster and more efficiently in my own space with my own hours. And I know I have the capacity for great concentration and great productivity. I have proven it again and again. The challenge is that it really only works, the system only works when the circumstances are perfect. And I was able to maintain that routine. I had a really, really protected, very routine and repetitive life for the last couple years. But when I went to Italy and then the last few weeks in New York, it's really thrown off my routine. And it's honestly making me question whether this is actually a viable survival strategy. Life feels really out of control right now, and nobody knows when it's going to feel normal again and what that normal is going to feel like. And what I want to do right now is just put my life on pause and wait till things feel normal again. But I don't know how long that's going to be, and I know that that's not going to make me happy. It's just, I can tell even now, I feel anxious and I want to be working. I want to be producing art and I want to be creating and learning, and I'm not doing that, and it's frustrating. So I have to figure out a solution here. I can't just wait forever. But I'm not sure what that solution is, and I'm trying really hard to make this work and to figure out something that I can do to really take advantage of this time in whatever way I can. But it is obviously challenging, and I'm sure a lot of people are experiencing that same thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody is safe and healthy. I know this is not the best time. Try to be compassionate with yourself. Try to be compassionate with other people. I am doing my best to do that as well. Obviously, this is a struggle and it's a challenge, and I'm always working on being more patient and being more accepting of when things don't turn out how I want them to turn out. So hopefully you guys can do the same and be kind to yourself, and I will see you next time.